What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia, and this is a full-body beginner workout at home.
Today's focus is on strength training, and you'll only need dumbbells.
You may also want a bench, box, or a chair nearby, but it's not required.
This is a no repeat session, so we'll perform just one set of every movement.
Now let's go.
Let's begin today's workout with a warm-up. We are going to prepare our bodies for today's session, starting with a compound move for our posterior chain. It is a toe touch to a scarecrow. Feet are shoulder width apart. We're going to hinge at our hips and reach down as far as we can. If that's your toes, great. If it's your ankles or shins or knees, however far you can do it. And then stand up with straight arms. Bring your hips forward, straight arms overhead. Now we're gonna pull down from our elbows and hands as we pull back into that scarecrow. Repeat, dive back down as far as you can, hopefully getting a little further with every repetition. And then standing straight up with our arms straight up and pull back from those hands and elbows, opening up that chest. Last one here, nice big deep down dive. Again, as far as you can get, standing up, arms straight, pulling back from those hands and elbows. Excellent. Another compound move for you here. We're going to do a butt kick plus an arm crossover. Let's start with our arms out to our side. Arms are going to cross over as our right heel comes to our glute, and then alternate right and left heels, kicking back, and try to alternate which arm is on top as well for that arm crossover.
Let's shake those legs up, getting them ready.
Working our brain a little bit with this one too, a little coordination going on. Opening that chest up as you bring those arms out. Trying to get full range of motion as you're kicking your own butt. Opening up that quadricep as well. And get your heart rate up just a little bit with this one too, and increase that overall body temperature. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, this next one you can perform at a wall like we're going to, just on your own if you feel confident in your balance or even with the chair. We're gonna do a side leg swing. So with the wall for support, I'm gonna take my outside leg, bring it in front, straight leg, and then swing as high as my hips allow me to do so.
Without cranking your body to the side.
Right, that would defeat the purpose.
So just try to keep your body nice and vertical as you swing your leg out.
Opening that hip up. Getting a little extra balance work in as well. A little extra glute work in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same move. Opposite side now. Again, focus on that outside leg. Opening the hip external rotation here. Keeping good posture. Hopefully, as you're going through this, you're getting a little higher every time as it starts to warm up.
Woo!
For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm sore from previous workouts.
0.
Can't tell. Woo. Thank you for that warm up.
That's good. Sounds like you needed that one.
Okay.
So, all right. Moving into our workout now, we're going to use a lot of compound moves today, doing just one set of every exercise. Our first exercise is going to be a reverse lunge. Going to give you a few different variations here. I'm going to use dumbbells to add some added resistance.
And I'm just using just my body weight. If you want to use a chair for some additional stability, do so now.
So that's 3 different variations with dumbbells, without dumbbells, or without dumbbells plus a chair.
That's right.
We're gonna do all one side at a time, keeping good posture. We're gonna step back, bring both knees to a 90-degree angle, come back up. We're gonna do this 10 times on each side. Ready? And begin. I want you to control the way down, not a race. And ideally, we're coming up right before that back knee hits the floor. If your mobility today doesn't allow you to get that deep, or strength level doesn't allow you to get that deep, do the best you can. And as you come back and repeat this routine, try to increase that range of motion to get a little lower.
Here's number 8. 2 more.
9.
Last one right here.
And there's 10.
All right.
Okay, so it's same move, just opposite leg now.
Right. Flip your chair around.
Good posture, and begin.
That's right. We want to keep our shoulders nice and square. Head up, chest up.
And
Go down into the lunge.
we're inhaling on the way down. This is 5, and we're exhaling as we come back up. Good.
7.
Really control that lowering phase. No bouncing that back knee off the floor.
Last one right here.
And there's 10.
Nice job.
Okay, we're gonna give our lower body a break now. Focus on our upper body. We only need 1 dumbbell for this next one, and probably a little lighter weight than we may have been using for our lower body, because we're gonna work on our shoulders with a single arm dumbbell neutral press. So just 1 dumbbell.
Just 1.
Slight bend in our knees, feet are hip width apart. We're gonna bring that dumbbell up into a rack position. So my hand is gonna be by my chin, that palm facing in. You can either have your hand out or on your hip, whichever you prefer.
Also, you want to make sure that your pelvis is stacked underneath your rib cage at all times.
And that core is tight and engaged. We don't want it loose, like we're filling up a balloon 360 degrees around. Now that we're ready, we're gonna press straight up, finishing with that bicep by our ear, and then control the lowering phase. It's gonna be 12 on each side.
Let's do it.
Ready, begin. I want you to inhale on the way down and exhale as you press straight up. Now we're not using any lower body on this one, so there's no lower body help. It's a strict press. That palm stays facing in throughout the whole press.
That's number 7.
And we're not pressing out in front of us, but pressing straight up. And again, you might have to test your mobility to accomplish that.
2 more. Exhale as you push up. It's 11. 12 right here. Nice job.
Very good. So let's switch sides now. Let that first side rest. And now opposite side's gonna work. Ready, and begin. Again, keeping that core braced and tight throughout. I know the temptation is to forget all about that core, but every exercise really should be a core exercise. Always focus on keeping it tight and core.
That's right. And usually, as you see, I like to put my hands here on my side just to make sure that I'm pushing out all around my core.
Yeah, it shouldn't be loose. You give yourself a poke. Shouldn't find any loose spots.
Not much left. 3 more.
Inhaling down, exhaling up.
Last one right here.
And there's 12.
Nice work.
All right, so far we worked that lower body, we worked our pushing muscles, our pressing muscles. Next, we're gonna work our pulling muscles with a bent over dumbbell hip row. We need 2 dumbbells for this one. We're gonna encourage you to change up that weight as you move through the workout today. You should, if it's 12 repetitions, reps 9, 10, 11, and 12 should be getting tough. So if you're not feeling it, it's because you're not using heavy enough weight.
That's right.
Moving into that bent over row, bend over, slight bend in our knees, hinging at our hips, back is straight, shoulders are retracted so they're not hanging. Now, letting our elbows lead the way, we're gonna pull those dumbbells back to our hips. So not just straight up, but actually pulling back, dumbbells finishing by our hips. And we're doing this one for 15 repetitions.
Woo-wee.
Ready, and begin.
Let me think. I should have rethought my weight.
Pulling them back.
2. Exhale as you pull those dumbbells up and back towards your hips.
Shoulders stay retracted throughout. And again, that core is tight and braced here. Nice straight line from your head all the way down to your hips.
Do not want that core loosey-goosey.
Nope. This one is going to get some leg work and lower back work. That's on purpose, just maintaining this position.
Here's number 10, 5 more.
Very functional move here.
12.
Head is in line with that spine. Don't have your neck cranked up.
This is your last one right here, 15.
All right.
Nice work.
Next up, we're going to work on our biceps with an isolation exercise called a dumbbell hammer curl. Now, probably keep the same weight for me.
Choose your weight wisely because we have 15 repetitions
We have
here.
15 to go.
Yep.
We're going to do a dumbbell hammer curl. Good posture here to start. Shoulders are back. And now with my palms facing in, I'm perform a hammer curl. Bring those dumbbells all the way up to my shoulders and then control the way back down. Palms stay facing in. Hammer curl because it's almost like we're using a hammer tool. All right, ready? And begin.
Nice soft knees. Again, ensuring that your pelvis is directly underneath your rib cage. You're going to hear me say that over and over. So what I mean is I also don't want you with your pelvis anteriorly rotated. So just nice and neutral the whole way.
Yeah. Another thing you'll hear us saying all the time is to control that lowering phase on the way down. If you're new to strength training, maybe you've done cardio in the past, you're used to just doing everything fast at full speed. That is not what strength training is about. For maximum results, we need that time under tension. And one of the ways that we achieve that is controlling the eccentric or lowering phase of the move. So it's not a race. This isn't a quick, fast HIIT workout or cardio workout. We want results. Otherwise, what's the point, right? 15 in total, not many left.
This is number 12.
Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Always exhaling on the hardest part of the move.
Right here's where you should really be feeling it if you pick the correct weight. Here's number 14. You have one more to go.
Last one, come on. Stay tough.
And 15.
Excellent. Next up, we're going to focus on our lower body with the sumo deadlift. I'm going to use dumbbells, and actually I'm going to use pretty heavy dumbbells.
And for my variation, I'm just going to use my body weight here.
So again, we're going to show you a few different variations. Make it work for you. What's challenging for you? Nice wide stance with our toes pointed out. And first thing we're going to do is break at our hips. Hips first, they go back, then the knees. Keeping good posture, driving through that midfoot, and then stand up with or without the dumbbells for 12 repetitions. Ready and begin. Hips first, then break at the knees, coming down until those thighs, that upper leg is parallel to the floor, and back up.
So inhale down, and as you push through the midfoot, exhale as you come back up.
And when we say midfoot, we mean that, the middle or the center of your foot. And what that'll do is it'll help you so that you don't fall back onto your heels, and then you don't fall forward onto your toes, right? You should be balanced throughout.
That's right. You want your head up and your chest up.
Shoulders retracted and back. If you lack some mobility, what you'll find is you get halfway down and then you try to do it by bending over. We don't want that. Fight to get down to that parallel to the floor.
Here's number 9. 3 more to go.
Got to increase that mobility to get yourself there. Very important. Inhale.
2 more.
Staying strong.
Next one right here.
And there's 12.
Woo,
All
nice
right.
work.
No weight needed for this next one. We're going to do everybody's favorite exercise, the push-up.
Yay.
So I'm going to do my push-ups from the floor.
And notice I'm going to be using a bench. So with the bench, the idea is that you're bringing your body to a bit more of an incline, which makes it a little easier than doing it directly on the floor.
If you are going to use a bench or an implement to help you with your push-ups, the higher that implement, the easier it's going to get, right?
Yep.
So a countertop would be easier than this. Something lower than that would be harder. All right, we're doing 8 push-ups. We want good push-ups, not chicken neck push-ups today.
Ooh, no chicken necks.
No chicken necks.
All right.
That means we're bending at those elbows. Core stays tight. Our hands should be in line with our chest here. Don't want our hands out in front of us. We're going to inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. 8 push-ups. Ready. Begin.
Making sure that your elbows are flaring out 45 degrees relative to your body.
Yeah, we don't want them all the way tucked to the body And we also really don't want them flared out.
So there's 3. You're going to inhale down and exhale as you push back up. That's 4.
And bending those elbows. A lot of beginners make the mistake of trying to compensate with their neck and reaching. Don't
6.
do that.
2 more.
If you can't perform the full range of motion, use that bench or a chair countertop.
Here's your last one.
All right, that was
Oh my goodness,
8.
nice
So
one.
we're going to spend a little bit of time in this position.
That's right.
Next one we're going to do is a high plank reverse row. We're both going to grab one lighter dumbbell.
Actually, it's a reverse fly, not
I'm sorry,
a row.
Oh, I said row. Thank you for that.
No worries.
Reverse fly. Thank you, Claudia. And so with our one dumbbell, we're going to get back into that same position that we were just in, that high plank push-up position, keeping our shoulders square to the floor. Now I'm going to reach through, bring my arm up, using that mid-back, pulling that dumbbell back. And again, if you need to use the bench or countertop, adjust that implement to what's going to work for you. We're
That's
doing
right.
12 on each side.
Let's do it.
All right, ready, and begin.
And notice how our feet are more spread eagle as opposed to together for the push-up.
Yeah, it helps that balance and give you a little extra stability. We're gonna core as well as our back, shoulder, tricep. A lot of compound moves today. Very efficient workout. 12 in total here.
Here's 9. 3 more. 10.
11. Last one.
Let's do it.
12.
Woo!
Okay, if you need to come down in between, do so. If you can stay up, do so. We are going to do the other opposite side now. 12 more.
Here we go.
Begin.
Do your best not to rotate.
It's a sneaky ab exercise here. Yes, we are working our back, shoulder, triceps, chest, but really also working that core, force and that stabilization.
8.
So close, almost there. Come on, keep fighting.
11. Last one. 12.
All
Oh
right.
man, that one's a butt kicker for sure.
Okay, we got one more in this similar position. No dumbbell needed for this one. We're gonna do a traditional low plank. So we're gonna be on our forearms. Our weight is gonna be evenly distributed across that forearm. We don't want our arms out in front of us. Those elbows are just beneath our chest. And we're gonna hold here, isometric, for 45 seconds. Again, you decide if you want the floor or the bench. Ready?
Yep.
And let's go.
Let's do it.
Killer little core work here. But again, those shoulders are working, legs are working. Key for this one, I want you to flex your glutes. So that back side on this. Keep that back straight from your head down to your feet. You don't want your butt up in the air, and you don't want it sinking hips either.
No.
Just hold tight and firm.
Don't worry. I'm keeping good timing. I promise.
We're about halfway. Keep fighting, you got it, come on. Good
That's
time.
right. 15 seconds.
Good time to think about what brought you here today, HASfit Tribe. What is it? What are you working towards? Whatever that why is, that's what's gonna get you through.
Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
Haha, excellent work. Next up, we have an awesome compound exercise for you. We're gonna do a dumbbell clean plus a front squat. We're gonna need a moderate weight for this one. This is a variation of a traditional Olympic weightlifting exercise. It's a great beginner version. With our feet hip width apart, slight bend in our knees, we're gonna hinge at our hips. So that hinge, our back stays straight, our back side goes to the wall behind us, and now we're gonna explode hips forward, bringing those dumbbells up, pinkies in, that's our clean, and then we're gonna perform a front squat. Break at the hips, squat down, back up, that's one. So show you one more time, hinge, explode the hips forward, pinkies in, and then squat.
So as you clean, make sure you're exhaling. That's a big power move.
We're doing this one for 12 repetitions, and begin. Hinge, explode, squat.
And that
Very
counts
good.
as 1.
That's one repetition, yeah. So it's multiple movements put together here. That's what we call it, a compound exercise. This one's working our whole lower body, calves, hamstrings, glutes, quadriceps, and also our upper body, especially our upper back muscles as they pull those dumbbells up. Yeah, not a real long workout today, but very efficient. We like to try to get as much work in as a short a period of time as possible. You got other stuff to do today. You can't just be working out for hours on end.
That's 6.
That's halfway.
That's right. And of course, did you know the difficulty is really going to depend on the amount of weight that you're using. Making sure you challenge yourself, but that you're also able to maintain proper form to prevent injury.
And this workout can be performed over and over and over again because all you have to do is increase your weight to increase the intensity.
That's right. You guys, here is number 9.
Big power. Every time. Again, now you should start feeling it. If you're not, then you didn't pick a heavy enough weight. Oftentimes beginners are a little too cautious picking the appropriate weight. Inhale, down, exhale on the way up.
Here's your last one right here.
Big power. Up and down.
Lovely.
All right. Now we're going to move on from that compound move with an isolation exercise for our triceps. I'm going to go with a lighter weight for this one. We're going to do a dumbbell tricep kickback. Feet are shoulder width apart. Getting into position here. Again, that 45-degree angle that we've been on a few times today with our back straight. Pulling back from our upper arms. We're going to lock that upper arm into place. Now I'm only going to hinge at my elbow as I extend my arm and squeeze the back of my arm, that big tricep muscle in the back.
Yeah.
Here we are for 15 repetitions.
Ooh-wee.
Ready?
Yep.
Hey, let's go. Again, controlled here. Yes, it would be easy to fly through this, but we need to slow it down. Slow it down, Claudia.
Sorry.
See, it's hard for even us sometimes. You get excited. It's easier to fly through it. Control that way down as well.
11.
One to the next here.
13. 2 more.
And 15. Squeeze those triceps to the top. All right, let's give those triceps a break and work on our core.
Alrighty.
No weight needed for the next one. We're going to move to the floor. We're going to perform a couple of hollow body variations for you here. So I'm going to perform a hollow body with my knees bent and my feet in this tabletop position.
And notice my legs are going to be down on the ground.
So for a hollow body, the most important thing is to glue your lower back to the floor. That lower back is glued to the floor. Bring my shoulder blades just up off the floor. Lower back doesn't come up off, and I'm just going to hold.
And notice for my variation, I'm just going to bring my shoulder blades up off of the ground, and I'm going to hold it in this position for 45 seconds.
All right, 45 seconds and begin. There it is.
Oh, goodness.
And if my variation isn't quite challenging enough for you, kudos to you. You can straighten your legs, and that's the harder variation.
Yep.
Or somewhere in the middle. Again, giving you plenty of tools to work with here.
Make sure you do not hold your breath. That's going to make it so much more hard.
In addition, that lower back, your reminder, that lower back stays glued to the floor.
Yep.
And if you can't keep it there, it starts to arch. Move on to an easier variation. We want to protect that lower back.
You guys, we do not have much more. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Oh.
All right. Core is not going to get a rest right now.
Uh-oh.
We're moving into a side plank next.
Side plank. All
We're
right.
going to work on those obliques, that ab muscle on the side. I'm going to do my variation with straight legs. So my right straight leg is going to come up over top of my left, bring my hips up, and then this elbow is going to be underneath my shoulder.
Okay, and I'm going to look exactly like that, except I'm going to be down on my left knee here.
We're holding for 30 seconds.
That's it.
Ready, begin. So we don't want that hip to sink down. We just want a nice straight line here. Yes, in addition to your obliques, it's also going to work that shoulder as well, holding you there.
Oh yeah, I feel it, especially after those planks.
Just breathe and go to that happy place here. Fighting through it. You got it.
That's right. And actually, you only have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break and flip.
Okay, same move. No, we don't need downtime between these ones.
You already know what you're doing here.
Opposite side. Ready and on the clock. You got it. Come on. Stay tough here. Not much left. Again, think about what brought you here today, HASfit Tribe. What is it? It's going to be that same thing that gets you through to the end. Focus on that goal. What are you working towards? Going to show up day in and day out. Every day laying one brick until you've made that castle. You've laid that dream. Not much left here. So close.
Right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
Nice work. And
Nice
that's it.
work.
You made it, Claudia?
Woo, I made it. You made it.
You made it out there.
You made it.
We're going to move into a cool down, show our bodies some love,
Yep.
get some extra flexibility and mobility work. We're going to move to the floor, and it's called a page turner. We need to lie down on our side, allowing that heart rate to come down slowly, taking some big deep breaths here as we move through it. I have my right leg comes up and over my left, closing my hands. That's that book. Well, now we're going to open the book. Keep that right knee that's over top
Oh my gosh.
on the floor as best you can. Open it all the way up and then slowly close it.
Holy moly. So tight.
And moving through it here. Great for our chest, shoulders, and that mid-back thoracic spine, hips. Multiple muscle groups as we've talked about all throughout today's routine. Very efficient workout. Last one here. Open it up and close it. Okay, let's go ahead and keep this position now. We're going to transition right into a sideline quad stretch. So now I'm going to reach back and grab that foot or shoe, ankle, whatever you can. If you can't quite reach it, you can grab a band or a towel, something to wrap around. Try to keep that knee down, not flared up. We're just stretching that quadricep, which is that big set of 4 muscles in the thigh in the front of your leg. Just holding here. Static stretch. Quads got a lot of work in today.
Yeah, they did.
For 3, 2, 1. All right, so now let's flip over. We're going to perform those 2 exercises again, just on the opposite side. Again, got to make sure we're hitting both sides as always.
So bringing your left foot up and over, your left leg.
Top leg over, hands together, and then open that book. That's it. Ooh, this side's a little tighter for me.
Oh my goodness.
But I always found that first one's like the worst, and then everyone after that just gets a little bit better as it loosens up. And I love this one. I'll do this one just like throughout the week. You know, if I've been spending a lot of time sitting down especially, this is like one of my go-to favorites.
For sure. He definitely practiced what he preaches.
If I didn't, that'd be a mess. Open it up best that you can. Trying to reach that floor on the opposite side. That's your goal. For 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it. All right, sideline quad stretch. Let's do it. Ooh, reaching back. And this side's always tighter for me. I had a ACL replacement on this side, I don't know, 18 years ago or so. So this one's, I don't quite have the mobility on this side. That's all right. We're all doing the best that we can with what we have, right?
That's right. Nobody's perfect.
Just working towards improving day in and day out. It's about progress, not perfection.
That's right.
Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And now moving straight onto our backs here. We're going to move into a straight leg hamstring stretch. So lying on our backs, both legs are straight, hands are at our side. With my right straight leg, I'm going to bring it up, keeping my left leg straight and that knee to the floor. Alternate left leg, right and left. So the temptation on this one as you bring it up is to really start to bend that knee so you can get it higher, right? But that's not the goal. That's not going to help get us anywhere.
So if the highest you can come with keeping a straight leg is here, then that's just where you're going to start.
Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody has to start somewhere different. Everybody, even 20 years in, you might only still be halfway up. That's all right.
Make sure you exhale as you bring that leg up. So inhale down, exhale as you bring it up.
That's it. It's all about improvement. Again, improvement and progress, not perfection. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0.
Lovely.
End of the cool down. Speaking of progress thing that we've found that really helps people to keep progressing and to stay consistent is following a complete exercise program.
Regardless of your goals, so whether that is weight loss or muscle building, or honestly just feeling more comfortable in your skin, we have those for you.
And we have them in the HASfit app, available for all devices, so you should download it and check it out.
Don't forget to like us on your favorite social media channel.
Until next time, I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.